isn't helping women when the taxes are so high. They have to go to work because we got to pay for all the illegals.
I'm at the California GOP convention.
Folks, I'm a conservative, but at this point, who cares? We got to straighten out the country.
And you know what? I'm done listening to this guy. I want to talk to the ladies. There are a lot of them here. Half of Republican women say they can't see themselves voting for Trump, but I found a lot here who would. Do you feel that Donald Trump appeals to female voters?
Absolutely.
Are you bothered at all by some of the things Donald Trump has said about women specifically?
You know, you could see there was blood coming out of her eyes, blood coming out of her wherever.
No, I am not.
But it goes beyond Trump. Women in general tend to vote Democrat. Last election, Mitt Romney lost female voters by a whopping 12 points. And there are more Democrat women in Congress. In fact, only 17 Republican women have ever served in the Senate. So does the Republican Party have girl trouble? Do you think that the Republican Party is a party for women?
I absolutely do. I absolutely do.
Now, what happens to the Republican Party when there are more women in it?
The Republican Party blossoms when there are more women in it.
Do you understand that many Republican women are very hesitant to actually vote for Trump? Do you get where that comes from?
Yeah, I do, and I think that...
What would you say to them?
I would tell them they need to get over it. And we have way too many things to be worried about than him saying 6 months ago he didn't like Carly's face.
Right. Just whining.
Yes.
He's going to say some things. We're all going to say some things. But at the end of the day, he does represent the party that also represents women.
I count what a man does and not what he says. And look at his
So
wife
maybe
and look
when
at his children.
his ex-wife says that he was, abusive towards her, that's
her
something that he
opinion.
did.
And I think that women need to be advocates for themselves. We have rights. We need to advocate. A lot of the times we're taught to be victims, and why? And right now they're saying that being a woman is a weakness. Don't make it a weakness.
Well, a lot of women are actually, they're hesitant. They also see that the Republican Party is a party that doesn't believe in, let's say, mandated maternity leave so that they can't get the adequate time they need to raise a family, which to them is what family values is about.
For someone to say, well, you shouldn't be Republican because there's no paid maternity. Well, that's why we should have more Republican women out there so that they can be that voice and they can say, well, here's what we're going to do.
On the issues, he's going to be a strong, tough president, which is what we need.
And you think women need a strong, tough man in their life?
We want to be protected.
We've got Hillary Clinton. Her husband and her disrespected the office. He was having all kinds of activities, I don't want to say it, in the Oval Office. And if that's treating women better, then I'm not for that.
Trump tweeted, if Hillary can't please her husband, how can she please America? You agree with that?
Well, I don't agree of going into the bedroom with all that stuff.
Oh,
I don't
you
know
were
who
just
she's
there.
pleasing.
You were just there. So do you kind of hand it to Hillary for, maybe having the biggest balls out of any candidate?
I mean, if any of those women candidates are going to have balls, it would probably be Hillary, yes. So
Agreed. There you have it. Conservative women doing it for themselves. Unless a big strong man wants to do it for them.